Welcome back everyone in the Tableau Consultant Certification Exam Preparation and Question Series Part 5. Do check out the first four videos for the first questions. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant needs to design a custom administrative view to monitor user activity and performance on the Tableau server. They need to interpret the repository schema and event type to achieve this. Which of the following event type should they focus on to track user logins and dashboard interactions? So here answer is option D, user events and workbook events. So these event types that track user logins and interaction with the dashboard, which are critical for monitoring user activity and performance on a Tableau server. So here option D is correct. Option A is saying data source event and background task. Data source event tracks event related to the data source and background task tracks server related background task. So both are not focused on user logging and dashboard interactions. Custom SQL query and data alerts. So these are the SQL query execution and data alerts. So those are not directly connected to user loggings and dashboard interaction. And content event and group event. So this tracks changes to content and group management, not related to user events and dashboard tracking, dashboard interactions. So option D is correct. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant need to create a custom administrative view to provide insights into server performance and user activity. Which specific insight would most likely require a custom administrative view? Here option C is correct. The frequency of user logins and the load time of the dashboard. These are the specific performance and activity metric that typically require a customer admin view to monitor it effectively. So this is the correct option here. The number of Tableau license purchase. This is again static piece of information. Does not require any custom view for monitoring. The total data storage used by data server. This data can be obtained from standard admin views or server logs, so it does not need custom administrative view. And the list of all published data sources. This is again a standard piece of information that can be obtained from existing Tableau server views. So no need of any custom view. So here option C is correct. A Tableau consultant is tasked with creating custom admin views to monitor server performance and user activities. Which permission must they have to successfully create these admin views? So here option A is correct. Server administrator permission on Tableau server. This is required to create and manage custom admin views. This is compulsory. That's why option A is correct. And editor permission on Tableau server. This does not gives server admin permissions. So it's not required here, or this is not a feasible solution. Viewer permissions only allows users to view content and does not grant access to create or manage admin views. So this is not a correct option. And site admin permission on a Tableau server. This is allows management to specific site but does not provide full server wide access needed to create a custom admin view. So option A is correct here. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant need to recommend a content distribution strategy for a company that requires different teams to access their own dashboards and data sources securely, while also enabling some cross-departmental sharing. Which feature of the Tableau should be utilized to meet this publishing requirement? So here option C is correct. Tableau server with projects and user permissions. This allows the company to securely manage and distribute content to different teams while enabling controlled cross-departmental sharing. So that's why C option is correct. Tableau Public is not suitable for secure internal content distribution as it is accessible to anyone, as it's a public site. Tableau Reader is a desktop application that allows viewing Tableau workbook but does not give any support to secure content distribution. And Tableau Desktop is used to create the dashboard but does not provide the feature for content distribution and access management. So here option C, Tableau server, is correct option. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant is developing a strategy for managing the life cycle of workbook, including building, testing, deployment, distribution, and maintenance. Which approach should they recommend to ensure an efficient and effective workflow? So here option is B. Implement development, staging, and production environment workflow. So this ensures that workbooks are thoroughly tested and reviewed before being deployed to the production, and it will control the process for building, testing, deployment, distribution, and maintenance. So this is the correct option here. Build and test workbook directly in the production environment will lead to disruption and error affecting to the end user directly. So option A is not correct. Use of Tableau prep for all stage of the workbook life cycle. Prep is designed for data preparation. It does not cover all stages of the workbook life cycle. So this option is incorrect. Rely solely on user feedback for workbook maintenance. This does not ensure a proactive approach to manage workbook quality and performance because end user is getting involved. So option D is correct. Incorrect. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant is advising company for maintaining version control for their Tableau workbooks and data sources to ensure changes are tracked and previous versions can be restored if necessary. Which strategy should they recommend? So here option D is correct. Implement a version control strategy using Tableau server or Tableau cloud with projects and versioning. So this will allows for systematic tracking of changes and maintaining history of version and restoring previous versions when necessary, ensuring robust version control. So option D is correct. Use Tableau public. Again, it's a public site. Does not suitable for version control, and it is not designed for managing internal content. So this option is not correct. Rely on a Tableau desktop auto-save feature or version control. Does not provide comprehensive version control or the ability to manage multiple versions effectively, as only single file can be saved in a Tableau desktop. And use email to distribute and track changes in a workbook. So this is again not efficient and can have the errors, lacking the systematic approach and needed for proper version control. So option D is correct. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant is troubleshooting an issue where users are unable to connect to a database from Tableau server. The error message indicates a failure in connection authentication. What should the consultant check first to identify and resolve the issue? So here option B is correct. Ensure the user have the correct database credentials, as authentication errors often arise from this incorrect or expired credentials. So option B is correct. Verify the database server IP address. So the error message is specifically mentioned that it's about authentication. So it's making sense that authentication having the issue, not the database servers. So option A is not feasible here. Check if Tableau server has the latest update installed. So installing the latest update is good practice but unrelated to the specific issue of connection authentication. And confirm that the workbook is using the correct visualization type. It does not affect the database connection authentication. So option D is again incorrect. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant is troubleshooting an issue where scheduled data extract are failing to update an Tableau server. The error logs indicate that the problem originates from the source system. What should the consultant check first to identify and resolve the issue? So here option D is correct. Ensure the source database is online and accessible. So we need to check this, as update failures often occur if the source system is not available or experiencing an issue. So we need to check first this to ensure source database is online or not. And then verify that the data extract schedule is correctly set up in a Tableau server, as its log indicates that the issue is with the source system. It does not with the schedule configuration. So this option is not correct. Confirm that the data extract is using the correct filters. Again, configuration issue is mentioned in the, and it confirms that the data extract is using the correct filters. So this issue is with the database, not with the extract. So it's okay to check the data extract issue, but it's not a feasible solution here. Check the Tableau server logs files for any configuration issues. So yes, we can check the logs for server log files for the configuration issue, but it's a secondary to verifying the availability of the source system. So we need to check the source system first, that it is accessible or not. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant is troubleshooting an issue where users are unable to access Tableau server. The error message indicates a possible network problem. What should the consultant check first to identify and resolve the issue? So here option A is correct. Check the network connectivity between the user's machines and Tableau server. So this is the first thing to check, that network issue is often cause access problem. So we need to check first this, that there is no any network connectivity issue in between user's machine and Tableau server. Verify the Tableau server is running the latest version. So ensuring the server is up to date is important, but does not directly address the network connectivity issue. So this is not the correct option. Ensure that all Tableau workbook are up to date. So again, this is not related to network connectivity issue. And confirm that Tableau server license is valid. This is important but not related to specific issue of network connectivity. So option A is correct. Moving to the next question. A Tableau consultant receives reports that the data updates are not being reflected in a Tableau dashboard. Investigation reveals that source data platform experienced an outage. What should the consultant do to resolve this issue? So this is a data platform issue. So option C is correct. Verify the source data platform is back online and reinitiate the data extract. This will update the extract in the Tableau dashboard. So this is the correct option. And restart the Tableau server will does not address the root cause. So this is not the correct option. Republish all affected Tableau workbook. This is again does not resolve the data update issue from the source platform outage. And increase the data refresh frequency in the Tableau server. Again, this does not solve the immediate issue caused by the source platform outage. So our option C is correct. Verify the source data platform is back online and reinitiate the data extract. It will get the data in the data source again after refreshing. Moving to the end. Thank you guys. Subscribe for more.